Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom. My name is JB Hilliard, and these are a weekly or periodic short video snippets designed to answer questions you may have about estate planning or probate or other legal concerns that may be swirling around in your head. And I'm sorry, I just shook the table. I said I wasn't going to do that anymore. And for this week's Wednesday Wisdom, unfortunately, I have a sad situation that came across my desk over the last couple of weeks. And it has to do with couples who aren't married. Now, I'm not here to judge what your decision-making process is, but I do want to share with you what happened and what could happen if you don't have your affairs in order. And so when there's a couple, boyfriend, girlfriend decide that it's serious enough to live together, girlfriend moves in with boyfriend into his home, but nothing has changed as far as the title or deed to the home, to the property. And then he unexpectedly dies without a will. Now, she's not next of kin, even if y'all talked about marriage. If you're not married, there's no spouse, they didn't have any children together, so there's no next of kin relationship with this person. And so the unfortunate part of all of this is that Georgia is not a state that recognizes common law marriage. And so if you're not legally married, you're not the co-parent of any children, there's no legal kinship. You are not the next of kin. And the other unfortunate part is if there's no will, or if you're not in a will and you're not on the property as co-owner, then you know the rest of the story, unfortunately. And you cannot compel the family members who are now taking over for the probate process. You can't compel them to sell or not sell if this is your only home that you want to stay in. You can't force them to allow you to stay in there if there's no lease agreement or rental agreement, which more than likely is not going to be if you were there as a couple, sharing everything, living, as a couple. So there are a lot of unfortunate circumstances that could arise from that kind of situation if those affairs aren't in order from both sides. So I just urge you, I'm going back to get your estate plan done, and at a minimum, get your will done. If you are intending on having this person, this partner, as your partner, and you want to look out for him or her, then do it, but do it the right way. Don't just say you're going to do something or plan these goals up in some lofty future time frame, but get your affairs in order, particularly when there is real property and homeship in. Unfortunately, at this point, this family, the family that's probating this person's estate, could essentially put his girlfriend out. They have no obligation to her without any real thing in place for her to stay there. So it's a very unfortunate series of events, and I hope you don't ever find yourself or one of your loved ones in such a situation. So with that said, as always, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.